Hey, this is a book. The name of this book is 30 Years Among the Dead. And there's a spirit in a chair on the cover. Oh my god. Obsessions and Curses. Removed through the work of the medium Mrs. Wickland. I'm going to read to you. Hi there, I'm going to read to you this experience here. This is on page 55. I know it's dark. I don't even know why you'd want to look at this video. Just listen to it, man. All right, so here it goes. I'll look at the beautiful mug instead of having to look at the page here. So this is Mr. Wickland, the writer of the book, talking about an experience that they're about to write here. So, or record here. Pathos, and tragedy are often the grim accompaniment of the sufferings of earthbound spirits. That's a spirit who has passed on but is still being kind of like a ghost on earth, bothering people. The spirit of the following narrative was taken from a patient who was subject to doleful spells of crying and afflicted with intense head pains, all of which ceased after the spirit was removed. I'm actually dealing with my own head pains, and if that's a goddamn motherfucking spirit trying to fuck with me, I'd really like that spirit to get away from me, if possible. Right now, my right eye is flickering. I don't know if you can see that. It happens every now and again, kind of like a palsy or something. Anywho, this experience is from January 15th, 1918. The spirit's name is Minnie Day, and the patient's name is Mrs. L.W. The psychic is Mrs. Wickland, and the doctor in this case would be Mr. Wickland. Spirit. Oh, wait. Yeah, spirit, crying piteously. Oh, my head hurts so badly. I don't like those needles. The electrical treatments that are given the patient. They hurt me so. My head hurts. I am lost. I don't know where I am at. There were thousands and thousands of needles. I had to cry. Doctor, where do you live? I don't know. Where did your parents live? I don't know. Aren't you a little child? I am only little. I am Minnie Day. Where did you live? How old are you? I don't know. Ask Ma. Don't you know what city you lived in? In St. Louis. Oh, my father is coming. He hit me on the head. And there's Willie. Who is Willie? He's my brother. Here's my father, and I'm afraid. He says to come with him. Oh, Ma, my head hurts. My ma says for me to go with her, 'cause she has a new home for me and Willie. You will go to her home in the spirit world. What is the spirit world? What does that mean? That is the invisible world around the earth. Do you know that you are dead? What do you mean? I mean that you have lost your physical body. What have you been doing recently? I have been running all over trying to find somebody. Mama died a long time ago when I was a little girl. After Ma died, Papa was so mean to me and Willie, and he hit me so many times. I feel so bad and my head hurts. I have been to so many places and my ma is dead, and I don't know where to go. Doctor, you are in such mental distress that you did not realize your condition. You have lost your physical body, and your friends would now call you dead. Did I die? Sometimes I feel as if I were in a box. We were a big crowd. In parenthetically, spirits obsessing the patient. When she says we were a big crowd, it means there's a bunch of spirits. We were a big crowd, and they pushed, and there was one big man, and he was so mean to us. He chased us one away, then another, but one day we lost him. Parenthetically, this tormenting spirit had been attracted from the patient 2 days before. I felt so glad he was lost, and I thought I could be quiet, but I got all those needles. You were influencing a lady and making her cry. What do you mean? You are a spirit, and were in the aura of that lady. When she had an electrical treatment, you felt it and left her. You are using my wife's body now. Look at your hands. Do they belong to you? Spirit. Oh, look, I have a ring! But that is not mine, and I have not stolen it. Excitedly. Take it away. I didn't steal that ring. Doctor, this is not your body, and that is not your ring. It is very likely that you died when your head was hurt. The spirit lives after the body dies. But I have been alive. You were living, but without a physical body, and came in touch with a sensitive, in other words, like a medium, a lady, who is now in the other house. I think that's what a sensitive means, I don't know. She acts just as you do, and complains of her head hurting in the same place as yours hurts you. She has been acting like an insane person, but it is all due to spirit influence. Spirit. The man was so mean that we had with us, but now he is lost, and we are so glad. We were all scared of him, but we could not run away from him. He was awful mean. He bit and scratched and would fight. Doctor. He was very obstinate. He was controlling this body a short time ago, just as you are now. We have circles here. We have circles like this, where spirits may come for help. Spirits? I don't know anything about them. My head hurts me. The body you are using belongs to my wife, and she has no pain in her head. Those needles hurt me so much. Talking about the electrical shocks that they perform on the patient. Doctor, when the lady had a treatment today, you evidently were able to get away and are now allowed to control this body so that we can help you. A short time ago, you said that your father and mother were here. Are they here now? Spirit, don't you see Mama? She's standing right there. Doctor, wouldn't you like to go with your mother? But she's dead. You are dead also. There is no death, really. We only lose our physical bodies. Spirit is invisible. Oh, take me away, take me away. My father is coming, and I'm afraid. He'll strike me again. Take me away. Your father probably comes for forgiveness. You understand, he cannot progress in the spirit world until you forgive him. Ask him what he has to say to you. He doesn't say anything. He's crying. He comes up to Mama now. Doesn't he look sorry? He says he is so sorry for what he did. The child spirit was removed, and the distressed father took control of the psychic. Crying in anguish, he fell on his knees with his arms outstretched. I'm not sure about that paragraph. And then the spirit, William Day. Spirit, forgive me, forgive me. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't mean to kill you, Minnie. Okay, so this is the father, I guess. I was very nervous, and the children made such a noise. I was so sad because my wife had died. Give me a chance. Just give me one more chance. I too have suffered. If I had only lived. I have been in the dark so long and cannot be helped, and I cannot come near my child. She is so afraid of me. I have tried to reach her to ask for forgiveness, but she is so scared when I come near her that I cannot reach her. Don't any of you ever strike a child? Else you will suffer for... Don't any of you ever strike a child, else you will suffer for years and years. I did not mean to hurt her. I loved her, but I killed her. If there is a God, lift this trouble and sorrow away from me. Give me some light and comfort in my suffering. I cannot rest. I have no peace. I can only see my work that I did in anger. Try to control yourself if you get angry, else you will suffer as I have. God help me, oh God. Give me one more chance. Just one. Oh, it's making me cry. Doctor, do you realize that you are dead? In the spirit. No, I ran away when I killed my child. Somebody got after me and ran very hard. Then something hit me in the neck and I fell down. Parenthetically, evidently killed. I got right up and ran, and I have been running so long it seems years. Many times I have seen my wife, accusing me for killing my child. I did kill her, God help me. I have tried to find just a little comfort and light. Doctor, you cannot find light until you have understanding. Spirit, God, give me light and understanding. All I see is that poor child's head split open where I struck her. I tried to ask Minnie for forgiveness, but she shrank from me, and I could not get near her. And there was my wife, always accusing me for what I had done. Doctor, she would not accuse you any more. Spirit, will she forgive me? Doctor, yes. What is your name? Spirit, William Day. Doctor, can you recall what year it is? Spirit, my brain is in such a turmoil. I have been running and running for so long, trying to get away from that crowd of people that were after me. Everybody I saw I ran from. Nobody knowing that they too would accuse me for killing Minnie. At nights, my wife has stood by me accusing me, and then there was the child with her head all split open and the blood pouring out. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Ugh. I hate that imagery, and it's freaking does something to me. I have had hell. It could not be worse. Is there no help for me? I prayed and prayed, but it did no good. Doctor, do you know that you are in California? California? When did I get here? Did I run all the way from St. Louis to California? St. Louis, St. Louis? Do you understand that you are a spirit controlling the body of a mortal? Do you mean that I am dead? You have lost your physical body. Won't I have to stay in the grave until the dead rise? You are here now. How did you get out of the grave? I have had no rest for I don't know how long. There is no such thing as death. When you pass out of your physical body, you lose your 5 physical sense organs. And unless you have understanding of the spirit life, you are in the dark and can only see when coming in touch with some mortal spirit. The people are hounding me until I am tired out. Doctor, now you must try to become reconciled with your wife and child. Do you think they will ever forgive me? Please forgive me, wife. I was not worthy of you. You were an angel, and I was such a brute. Will you please forgive me? If you will only give me just one chance, I will try so hard. I have suffered so much. Carrie, is it really true that you will forgive me? Is it true? You were such a patient woman and tried so hard to help me, but I was no good. I loved my children, but I had such a bad temper. I really killed my wife by letting her sew just to keep the family together. I made good money, but there were always men around, telling me to come with them, and I did not know anything until my wages were all gone, and I went home feeling like a devil. Doctor, perhaps the trouble was not all yours, for you might have been obsessed. When you leave here with your wife, you will find a wonderful spirit world. Spirit, I am not worthy to go with my wife, but I will try to do good. I don't I don't want you to go away from me anymore, Carrie. And he's crying now. Minnie, can you forgive your papa, my dear child? I killed you, but I did not mean to. Forgive your papa. Will I wake up after a while and find myself in darkness again? Am I asleep or dreaming? Minnie, don't go away from papa. Please forgive me. Fuck, that's sad. All right, doctor. This is a doctor speaking. You are neither asleep nor dreaming, but are beginning to realize your condition. Did they kill me when they hit me in my neck and head? They shot me. Doctor, we can't say certainly, but they probably did. If I can just have one more chance, I will do my level best to keep my family together. Doctor, there is something else you can do, also, after you acquire understanding. It will be your duty to help poor, unfortunate spirits who are obsessing mortals, making devils of some of them. When you had your own body, you may have been obsessed by some spirits. Spirit. I did not care for drink. I hated the very sight of it. But when once I got just a smell of it, something took hold of me and made me feel like a devil, and I could not resist it. I could not do anything with myself. God help me and give me just a little comfort. Doctor, when you leave here, you will be reunited with your family. Are you sure about that? Doctor, positive. But you must do as the advanced spirits instruct you. Spirit. If there is anything I can do to help you, I will do it, because you have reunited me with my family. I came home drunk, and you don't know how I felt when I realized that my wife was dying. I was so drunk that I did not fully realize things until the next morning when I woke up. And there was my wife, dead. I could not understand it. What was I to do? What could I do with the children? My wife dead. My wife and Minnie say they will both forgive me, and now I have my wife and 2 children, and I am going to start all over again. God bless you all for what you have done for me and my family. Holy shit, that's a emotional roller coaster, man. Alright, this is the end note from Mr. Wickland. The confusion and mental... Oh no, that's not the end note. That's it. Alright.